Hi, Sarah here for another Gene Key hexagram video. We've moved into Gene Key hexagram 16. The hexagram is called enthusiasm. The gene key, the shadow, is indifference. The gift is versatility, and the city is mastery. So this week, great question to ask yourself is, are you feeling enthused about your life? And if not, why not? And it has us looking at perhaps the daily habits that we have in our life that may be suppressing our energy. Could be as simple as physiological suppression, like we're not drinking enough water or getting enough nutrients or eating foods that diminish our energy. It could be psychological or spiritual, that we're suppressing the natural creative urges and pulls that are constantly being whispered to us, but we're too busy to hear them. This gene key really is about stepping out of this shadow of indifference, where ultimately we're focusing much of our time on what is not essential, and we are not doing what we love for various reasons. Maybe we don't have the energy, or we don't believe we're worthy of doing what we love. And realizing there's no one to blame here. Richard Rudd talks about how this is literally programmed in our DNA, this lower frequency of indifference, which he ultimately speaks about as a lack of love. And it's a lack of love for ourselves. When we raise our frequency by simply doing what we love and allowing ourselves to create, follow our creative urges, follow our curiosity towards what we love, there is a natural harmony and flow that lifts us and supports us and gives us energy for this. But sometimes we can be lazy, and the laziness of not being willing to look into our heart and maybe go through uncomfortable emotions and wounds that have been possibly preventing us from doing what we love for years and years and years. And I shared a video last week about letting go, and a personal story for the letting go for me and stepping into doing what I love. And one of the things that I love doing is creating video and sharing my life experience and talking about flow and raising consciousness and sharing stories through video. But there were years where I didn't even pick up a video camera or edit a thing. And I think this happens to us, especially in this culture, as we grow from children who naturally are in tune with what they love and just go for it. There's no inhibitions. You just do it and you go for it. And then over time, you go through and you're told like what success is and how you should spend your time and what's important, what's not important. And we can start to lose that passion. We lose the energy and we become indifferent, and we just become lazy, and we don't bother looking in our hearts anymore and figuring out why we might have stopped, what stories we might have accumulated over time to make us believe that what we have in our hearts isn't worth pursuing. And so I had different stories that accumulated over time about, why showing up on video was not a good idea, and various other things that I won't bother getting into. But going through a self-reflective journey, going into my heart, allowed me to eventually let go of these stories so that I could truly show up with passion and share the depth of my experience through video. And I just thought that was a great example, because from this experience, it speaks to what happens when we go for it and when we dare to do the thing we love. We get more energy, more vitality running through our body that continually propels us forward. And ultimately, this level of mastery that is the highest expression of this gene key is when we really invest the time, and we've consistently invested the time through trial and error of what works, what doesn't work. We've really gotten to know our inner world and what really lights us up. And then we're simply enjoying our life. And mastery can truly be that simple. Mastery can be, as Richard Rudd talks about, just the most mundane life, but a super present life and a super fulfilled life and a prosperous life. He speaks about investment. True investment is about where we invest our time. And if we're investing our time in what's not essential, it usually does not bring us prosperity. It might bring us money, and if we have loads of money, it's sometimes easy to become indifferent. But when he speaks of prosperity, it's this ever-flowing abundance through all forms, not just money. And when we invest our time in doing what we love, that is where we really experience prosperity and fullness and success in all areas of our lives, in our partnerships, in our business, in our everything. So a question again to contemplate is, are you feeling the enthusiasm this week? And if so, how are you creatively expressing that, or what are you looking to manifest in your life to continually build that enthusiasm? And if you're not feeling the enthusiasm, know that you are not alone. This indifference, this shadow frequency has literally been programmed in our DNA for years and years and lifetimes. Our ancestors have, really not been able to thrive in the way that we have the ability to in this current day. And yeah, just looking at your life and contemplating on what little things, what habits. Maybe it's as simple as drinking more water and feeling hydrated, or being in nature more. What simple habits and disciplines can you add to your life to bring that vitality and truly know that you are worthy of going for what your heart calls you to go for? Sending you so much love. Thanks again for following along on these gene keys. I look forward to sharing the next video, and I invite you over to my other YouTube channel, The We Ship, where I am sharing stories through video of my own transformation as well as my business partner, and we speak a lot about this collective evolution that we are all going through as well. See you in the next video.